In this tutorial, I'm going to be covering a lot. I'm going to be showing you guys how to use the pen tool, how to trace in general, and how to use the direct selection tool. Now, this is the pen tool. Looks like a pen. You can select it by clicking or using the keyboard shortcut P. And what it's used for is making like customizable shapes and making your own shapes instead of using a preset like circle tool or square tool. So how to use it is you just click where you want it to start, and it will make this anchor, which is just a point, and which you you can make like a lot of points, whatever shape you want. This green line right now you see that is called a smart guide, and it's just showing you that where your anchor tool is, or where your pen tool is right now, is directly below your previous point, so that I know that if I wanted to click right now, it would be directly below my previous anchor, and that it's not going to be like slightly off. So then you can make multiple points to whatever shape you want, and then when you're like finished with that shape, you want to go put your anchor tool or your pen tool over the last, or your first anchor, and then you'll see that you can tell that it's over your first one because this little circle will show up right next to the pen icon, and that means you're over the first one, and then you can just click and it seals it off. Then you can fill it in with whatever you want. Whoops, so go to fill and change the color. And as you can see, you can't really make the shape with like a square tool. It's too customized. What you can also do with the pen tool is you can make curved lines. So this is helpful for tracing because you can just like click, and if you want, so you can make a few things. But let's say that your shape has like a curve in it, which most of the time it does. You're gonna want to click where the end of the curve is going to be, and then hold down, and then you can drag it, and then you create handles which curve the line. So you click where you want your anchor to be, but then hold it down and drag, and it will change the curvature of the line. And then when you're ready and it matches what you want it to be, you let go, and then it creates the curved line. And you can do this as many times, but a lot of the time when you create curves, like what I just did, the handle's there, and if let's say you want to make a sharp like angle right off your curved line, it's hard because like see, if I click right now, it curves that line too, even though I might not want it to. So what you can do is, if you want to make a sharp angle right off the curved line, is you have to go back to the last anchor and just click on it, and it cuts off one of the handles, and then you can make whatever angle you want. And see, now it's a sharp angle, and there's not that weird curve. Then then you can fill it in again. But so that's how you make curved lines using the pen tool. And now I'm going to show you how to trace. We'll go back to like the faithful banana. What you're going to want to do is to trace a photo or an icon in Illustrator, is you're going to want to save it, but I don't want to save that right now. So I'm just going to drag it into Illustrator. So how you place things is you go to File and Place, and then it'll bring up, when it loads, it'll bring up a box of files that you wanna place. So pretend I place this banana onto the screen, but you can't just use the banana because that's like copyright infringement, so you're gonna have to trace it. So I'll just do the general shape of a banana. So you click on where you want to start, and always make sure that your fill is clear because it's easier to trace that way. So you're gonna want to click, and then for this big curve, you're gonna want to use the curve method I told you. So you drag until it roughly until it matches the shape, which is, for my purposes, this is good enough. And then click on that anchor so that you won't have to mess with the curve. Keep, matching the angles, and then just keep going until you get it completed. Go faster. If you mess up, just press Command Z or undo, and you can always redo an anchor point. So that's generally like the shape of the banana, and then you can fill it in with the yellow, and then and that's how you trace an image. So what you might see, what you really want to stay away from is live tracing, because it's really cheating, and it's really hard to edit once you do this. But if you really have to, live trace is pretty much traces for you, but it creates really difficult. Sorry. So if you want to live trace, you can just go tracing options once you press that arrow, and then and stuff. Where is it? There you go. Sorry, color 6. That's the one you want to use for colors if you're doing it, and it'll trace the photo, and now it's all in vector format instead of the pixels, and that's how you use live trace. So there you go. Oh, also, direct selection tool. This is good for editing pen tools once you've already finished the shape. So it's the white arrow. This is what they're used for, is that you click here, and then you select a whole once you click on it, all the different anchors will show up. And if you, let's say this anchor right here, you realize, oh, that's too much of an angle, you want it to be lessened, you can just click on it until it's selected in dark blue, and then you have to click on it once, and then once you click on it again, and then you can drag it, and it will alter the path. That's how you use the direct selection tool. Thank you for watching. There'll be more tutorials.